And so we're doing this like a kickstart off to next month, making sure you all have awareness. And this is a safe place to talk and feel vulnerable if you have questions. Maybe you have people in your family that are going through something and you just want some advice to maybe handle it. Maybe your partner's going through and you're just not quite sure what to do, because men and women are programmed different. So, um, like, I just got to say one thing. Like, a lot of people say, I can't come in or I can't be a guest because I'm not religious. This isn't like, of course, God is number one for us, but you don't have to like be on our same wavelength. We want to hear your voice. Like, we want to learn things and maybe teach you things or whatever. Like, this is going to be featured, and everyone's welcome, and we want to hear everyone's voice. So, comment at the end of the show. There will be a spot where we can jump in the box and ask questions and stuff like that. But like, this is super safe. Have fun. Um, this is where men get to have their voice and be men and um, dress up nicely and feel good about themselves. So, yeah. So we have.
Good about themselves too, cause I do. Mm.
He
Yeah.
smells good about himself. So we have two amazing guests. And I'll let um, Country introduce himself.
Congratulations on your top badge. Get in
We
there.
have, I'll do it. We have Art Man and we have Demon Time. So this will be interesting. Two different people. This is how we network. So give everyone a favorite, um, and just support one another. Go check them out and like spread the love. Like, there's too much negativity, and this is what causes mental health negativity when people can't open up or they get bullied for having an opinion or a say. So if everyone can just like, yeah, that's.
Hey, listen, y'all. Just want to say something real quick, y'all. Hey, listen. Right now, I'm gonna tell you how this works. The number one, right? Gift of the stream. This is going into next week. We're gonna do suicidal though. So the number one of the stream man will be basically part of taking the next week's topic. And but hopefully y'all like we doing suicidal next month. You know what I mean? So basically I might just pipe it down, but I appreciate you all the gifts, y'all. And just be supportive, man. It's gonna be a good show. If you know somebody that knows somebody that you feel that will fit for this show, so it's a very good show about men. Just take a seat and hear a man's voice, hear their opinion. We have two beautiful admins in here at the moment, man. We have Brookie and Joe Best in the comments. If you know her, man, please hit her with that favorite. Hit Brookie with that favorite because the show can't go without you guys stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? So it is super, super important, man, to men to be able to speak, use their voice, man, for good. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people that's listening. Myself, I learn. People in the comments, male and female, learn. So I just appreciate you guys being partaking in this. I can't find the questions though. It's
I'll
not
send
pulling up.
them to you.
But thank
All
you
right.
guys for coming in. I'm finna let these guys in real quick. Art
Okay.
Man and Demon Time Man, I appreciate you. If you guys have any questions,
Top
any
gifter
questions,
of the end of the stream gets to choose next week's topic. So,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I ain't gonna lie, man. I smell delicious. Okay. J. Roma fragrances, man. I hate to throw that in the middle of the show, but J. Roma's fragrance smell really good. I'm sorry. What's up, everybody? But yeah, so we got some very, very, very intriguing people coming in the box today, man. So um, mhm. Blame it on me, not you. Oh, it says I seen men in the hospital due to crashing out, asking out there, feeling it. Okay. And listen, if y'all have any questions, y'all, save those questions towards the end. Cause we have enough questions, but save them toward the end, man, and jump in the box real quick. That's how you get your faves up. Real quick, go for if you can, go for really quick for 1 minute if you can. Or ain't gotta be today, but we can practice on that later. But jump in the box and let everybody know. We can start next week. I'm gonna have you jump in the box and give a little bit about your hashtag and what we're doing for the month of September. The month of October. So I appreciate you partaking, man. I am super excited to be a part of something that's big, y'all, a nonprofit organization that I am close to, a person that's close with. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yes. Okay. So next when we um, start that, man, I'll be able to be able to show the box, man. I got the box upstairs. But I appreciate you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. But Art Man and Demon Tank, you guys come to the box, please. What's up, man? Oh shoot. Get in there, get in there. What up, Ted? My brother Ted.
Yeah, my guy, what's up, my man?
How you doing, man?
Straight, I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, King. I'm good. Welcome to the stream, y'all. I see a lot of your people over here. I love that.
As they should.
I love that, man. I appreciate you, bro. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for you. Whenever you ready, my man.
Wait for Art Man, where you go? There we go. Oh,
There we
what's
go.
up, young man?
Whew. There it is. What's up?
How you doing, y'all? Y'all ready? Y'all
Let's
ready? Man, listen, man. Y'all locked and loaded with these questions, and this is good. This is good advice you guys give out, man. So, man, y'all please take notes, take heed, man. Everybody opinion is different. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna introduce you guys to the first question. It says, "How can people start a conversation about mental health with the man who is hesitant to talk?" So I start with you. I'll start with you real quick, Dim. My question to you is, how you feel like, how can people start a conversation about mental health with a man who is hesitant to talk?
You said what it meant, so basically, like, it's a way how you approach somebody. Like, like, you can do it, though, but, like, you don't want them, like, tripping out. Like, because some people, like, can really, like, trip out. So, like, it's a way to do things, though. Like, feel me? It's all different type of ways to do stuff, though. Like, you feel me? You ain't got to aggressive do it. You can, like, do it in, like, a smooth way. It just a matter how smooth you are, though. You know what I'm saying? Some people just, just a quick do it quick. You gotta like be smooth with it, because that person can like start going crazy or something. You hear me all right?
And I appreciate you. What you think, Art?
It's all about connection. You gotta find a way to connect with that person. So for myself, right? I come from I have a lot of different connections between the military. I'm from a huge family. I have a family that's been in churches and stuff, right? You got to know the guy that you're worried about. If you know who he is or who they are, right? It doesn't matter, male, female, right? You got to go in and talk to them and say, hey, you know what? Hey, I heard, like, say it's football. Hey, I heard you like the Jets are your team, right? Yeah, the Jets may be doing a good thing, right? You got to be able to invite and have a converse with that guy in order for him to even slightly open up to you. Once you get the door open, once that crack is gone and the door is coming open, then you can find out actually what's wrong with the person.
I agree. I just think that you got to create a where he's comfortable or she's comfortable, right? So you got to be able to create, because a lot of people hesitate because, number one, I think when a person go through so much trauma, it's hard to open up, right? So like, you keep things to they self, you know what I mean? So like, they just need something, especially men. Men don't open up to men like that, right? So you got to be able to create something they feel like, you know what, man, I'm so glad I can talk to you, man. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to create something, y'all. So it says not have that, cry. Here's the next question, y'all. What are some ways to create a safe and supportive space for men to share their feelings? It says, what are some of the ways to create a safe and supportive space for men to share their feelings?
I could say something like basically like y'all get a group chat because you know like the thing about men though, right? They're not going to show the feelings. Even if you got some of them that's going to do it, but they're not going to show the feelings because they're so masculine. They're not going to like show it. Like I'm a man. Come on, you feel me? So at the same damn time, it's like you gotta like, you feel me? Like you gotta really like, because they're not gonna show them though. They're not though. You gotta really.
So
talk to them.
how would you create a safe and supportive way to show their feelings? How would you create that? So we come to your stream, right? How would you create a safe and supportive way to share their feelings with you? They feel comfortable.
Or like I'll box up. I'll tell people like basically like don't be rude. Like you feel me? Nothing like that. Like just like feel me. Make them feel like they home. Like you feel me? Make them feel like they're home. Like
Okay.
basically like as soon as they come in, you feel me? Like let them know. Like feel me? Like ask them how they day. Well, you know how all that go. Make them feel comfortable though. You gotta make somebody feel comfortable with you to either like say something.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Okay, I see it all the time. So you may have a person that been through some stuff and don't know how to speak or talk, but they come in a little aggressive, right? But I see people in the comments, even people that's your bouncers, get aggressive with that person. You know what I mean? It's just the fact they don't know how to approach. How would you address that issue? Like, remember, you got to create a safe and supportive way so they come in. But I seen a lot of these people that they take they bounce a little too far. They bounce the stats a little too far. But you don't know what they're going through. You could save that person's life. You know what I mean? Like, how would you create that if one of the bouncers come at them aggressively?
I'm not gonna lie to you, country though. I like my all my like bouncers and all my people, they move like me. Like feel me? So it's like at the same damn time, they're respectful to somebody get
Now
disrespectful.
remind you, this
So
is gonna be a feature show. You can't do the cursing. So just remember.
my bad. Disrespectful though, like if they get disrespectful, of course my people gonna get disrespectful. If they be cool, my people gonna like be cool.
Okay, then. So how can you say your people good people then if they trying to create a safe place? Because they don't remember you lead by example. You don't follow by example. You lead by it, right? So therefore, if they don't know, you got to create a safe place. That's what's so good about creating a content for the streaming. Because we got to go to a place that we safe. If a person come in and they're a little great because they used to it, they don't know, you can change their narrative. You can change the way they think. Like, man, you can change their life. You know how many people come in and say, man, country saved my life, man. I you know what I mean? Because you didn't kick me out. You let me sit around. So, you know, you got to give people chances. Like, it's boundaries to disrespect, though. You know what I mean? But the question is create a safe place to people that you don't know. That's just like walking to the church and get turned around because the way they look, the way they dress, the way they talk. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to create something they feel safe about. So that's a very good answer. So what about you, Art, man?
So coming in, if you're talking about streaming, it's tough. And the reason why it's tough,
I'm just giving an example.
in general, right? So let me take streaming, for example. Take it for streaming, for example, because you do have people that troll people on this app. They get their highs by putting other people down, right? And that's not what you do. You can't do that. You got to make it a safe spot for them. So if someone, even if it's one of your people, one of your bouncers coming at them, like, hey, man, chill, tell them to come back. In my streams, right, even though I have people that are red, that are bouncers, that see things the same way that I do, right, they don't get rid of someone or ask someone to leave until I say, yeah, go ahead and please remove them or whatever, I try doing things a different way. Also, you got to think on this app, right? Because you have so many people that are trolls and there's a lot of people you don't necessarily know. A lot of people that are coming lurking. You don't even know, join the stream. For me, if someone comes to me on this stream and say, hey, man, can I talk to you, right? I'm like, hey, I have connections. I have my IG connected to my thing. If you want to hit me up on IG, if you think it's something I can help you with, please. And I've done this multiple times streaming. Please hit me up in IGs. I'm not afraid to talk to anyone. In the military, right? In the military, I was on submarines. I got to sit in a box with a guy. It was like a 100-foot by 100-foot box with a guy for 6 hours a day. I got to know that guy inside out. I knew his wife's name. I knew his family, his kids, what he did for a living, like prior to the military. and he got to know that about me too. We had to have each other's backs. You know, if I was in trouble, he knows what to do to save my life, right? And that's what you got to think about, and how you got to think about when people come in the stream. How can I help this person? What can I do in order to save this person's life if they're coming to you for that need?
Okay, good answers, y'all. Good answers. Welcome to Men Take a Seat, y'all. Please hit these gentlemen with the fade. We got Demon Time in the box. Art, man, we talking about mental health. So if you guys know anybody that's dealing with something, men, you know, want to feel comfortable, please hit my IG, hit Joe Best, hit Brookie, man, if you have any questions about this show, man. They'll definitely point you to the right direction, okay? Here's the next question. How can a woman listen to a man's concern without judging or interruption? That is a good question. That is a good question. It said, how can a woman listen to a man's concerns without judging or interruption? So how can a woman listen to you? You know what I mean? A woman listen to a man without you judging them. You know what I mean? How would you create a place that a woman can listen to you? Because you're a leader. Men are leaders, man. You know what I mean? We supposed to lead, right? So how can a woman listen to a man's concern? If you're concerned about something, how can a woman listen to a man's concern without judging? Because men mostly come to women, right? Because it's crazy. We easy to talk to a woman versus a male because we feel like we'll get judged if we talk to a male. So, but how can vice versa, when a man comes to a woman, how can that without, you know, being judged or interrupted?
One, when he's talking, right? If I'm going to a female, she's got to have her intent on me. She's got to have her eyes on me. She's got to be like listening to what I'm saying, right? She can't have her game in her lap. Be like, You got to make sure she's kind of paying attention. And the other thing is, for me anyway, right? If I have concerns, and this I did with my ex-wife, let me get my entire thought out. There's nothing, as a male, there's nothing that irks me more or makes me more upset than sitting there trying to get a thought out and you interrupting me. You coming in and saying, oh, blah, 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 or me like trying to express my feelings to you in a calm way, and you're like, well, this, and it snap. You can't do that. You got to let the guy get his feelings out. You got to let the guy know what's happening, right? Once a guy is done venting, for myself, right? Once I'm done venting, I'm going to give you that space to go ahead and give me advice, because I look for advice from everyone, whether it's male, female, whatever, right? I look for advice, and I will stop, but let me vent, because if you can't let me vent, I'm not going to be able to hear you, what you're saying to me.
Good question.
But see, though, like Art, though, like me, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm like a little different. I'm the type of person that holds shit in, like just like my bad country, like we was just talking about, like the person that holds stuff in. I hold stuff in to the point like I wouldn't even, like, you feel me, like show my feelings. I wouldn't even do none of that. It just would be like, it's a spicy question though, for real, because man, bro, like, it's a spicy question though, for real, like, because I wouldn't vent.
So let me ask you this: why would you hold it in? Would you feel some type of way you think men are supposed to, or like what make you hold it in?
What make me hold it in, Big Country? What make me hold it in though? Because it's like I don't want to get judged the way that I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to get judged the way that I didn't want to get judged. Like, oh, you whoop, like, hold on, like, I'm what? You whoop, your feelings. So I just like I keep them, like, you know, like, I just keep them in. It ain't like it's building up, just keep them in.
But you're gonna get judged anyway, though. Even if you don't open up, you're gonna get judged anyway.
But no, he's got, Demon's got a point. Like sometimes you got to keep it. Sometimes you got to keep it in just for the betterness of the conversation. You really do, right? Like, hey, what makes more sense? Am I gonna keep it in and hold it and later on talk about it, or am I gonna take it out right now and we're gonna have a discussion while we're in the middle of a party? We're gonna have all of our friends there or something going on. You don't want more people going into a discussion when you don't need it, right? So it all depends on the situation.
Just say the scenario, nobody around, just you and him. You and the significant other person. What I'm saying is like what I'm gonna stand on this. What you don't release will increase. Your heart become bitter, man. If you holding something in and you haven't talked about it, number one, it messes up your relationship because a person don't know what you're going through unless you tell them. How can your relationship or anybody become better or even just being judged? How can a friend be a friend if you don't open up? Now, I get it. Men, we hold our stuff in, right? But at the same time, we got to be able to vent to somebody. So did you know 85% when a person that's suicidal, it's men. You know why? Because we keep things in. When a man leaves a woman can go to another man or another woman. When a woman leaves a man, when a man leaves a woman, he on his own. Because we told him, stand on our 10. You're a grown man. Stop crying. Stop being a punk. Go out there and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? To survive and do this. Right. But when a woman leaves, she can go to another man, go to another friend, a mother, because they nurturers, right? So at the same time, 85% suicidal come from men because we hold all this anger in. We hold all this negativity in and this strife and this darkness and what we going through because like I'm good. No, we not. We not good. When we say we good, we actually not. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's good to vent, man. You feel so much better when you can open up to somebody like, you know what, man, I feel so much better, man. I've been holding on this thing for a long time. And that's what relationship, friendship, familyship, anything that goes that you have to open up, man. I get it. You don't want to be judged, right? But you're going to get judged anyway. You know what I mean? If you're going to get judged, you're going to get judged regardless. I mean, it doesn't matter. Makes me happy, whatever makes me happy, man. Like, I just need to talk to somebody because what's going on in here, bills up here. Just imagine you dumping your garbage in your garbage can and the garbage man don't show up for 3 weeks. You're going to get irritated, all that garbage constantly piling up. You got to put your hand in there. You're getting frustrated because the hatch won't close. You know what I mean? That's how we think. Like, so you building so much stuff up, right? So, but for you guys in here, man, welcome to Men Take a Seat with Big Country. We got two fabulous guests today. We got Demon Time and we got Art Man. Please hit them with that favor while you guys in there. Hit you guys with the next question real quick. It says, what are some helpful phrases women can use to encourage a man to open up? That's a good question. So what's some of the helpful, if you're giving advice to a woman, what's some of the helpful phrases that a woman to encourage to open up to a man?
Like basically like what she is.
I'm gonna read it one more time. It said, what are some of the helpful phrases women can use to encourage a man to open up? So if she got somebody in a relationship, just say Brooke in a relationship, Pink in a relationship, what's some of the helpful phrases they can use to open up to their man? For their man to open up, for their man to open up to them.
Like you can like talk to him like one-on-one, not around everybody. I'm talking about not around just like you and them, just like on some one-on-one, not no friend, not no family, just you and that other person. Like that'll like, but all around like friends and stuff, I don't feel like just like when you and that person like just by yourself.
So
like
when there's some alone time.
Like you can open up. Right,
okay.
That's how I will open up.
Okay, so just say if it's use you for example, it's hard for you to open up. Remember, so like what's some of the helpful phrases will allow you, use yourself, will allow you to open up to open up to that person that you're with. So what were some of the things that you want from a woman to open up, feel comfortable, open up to you?
Like everything what they going through. Like what they going through, like what they really going through. Not just saying like what they going through for the day. Like how they going through in life, how is they feeling in life? Like how are they holding up in life, like the real way, not just for the day. Like how is life treating you? What's going on? Like like open up.
What you think, Art?
There's different levels. Because if you're in a marriage, right? If you're in a marriage and you're right, you expect her to come to you and say, hey, and I seen it in the comments, someone put my pain is your pain, right? Like, I need you to talk to me. If we're going to get through this, we're going to have a healthy relationship. I need you to talk to me, right? And you can do that with like a steady on girlfriend. But if you meet a female and she just moved in, right, and you're having difficulty, trouble talking with her, maybe it's her, maybe she needs to come out and say, hey, you know what? Hey, I just be honest. Like, hey, I've noticed some things I want us to like continue to grow together, right? Whether we're going to be together or not. And I love you, honey, right? You got to put in the I love you in there, right? Because that's why you moved in with that person. Have her saying that you love her before saying, hey, what's wrong? Because if you don't think that she doesn't love you or don't hear those words of contempt or of love to you, you're not going to be able to open up to her because you're gonna judge her for coming at you because as a male, you're gonna be like, oh, why the hell do you care? You know, what do you see in me that's making you come at me like this? Right?
Okay.
You got to make sure there's love there first.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just play a part of this. So it says, what are some of the helpful phrases you guys, Brooke? I don't know if you put the questions in the comments, but it said, what's some of the helpful phrases women can use to encourage for a man to open up? So here's my thing, right? I always say this: it's one thing telling a man or making a man tell him, man, he looks good, or tell him all the nice things, but it's different when you make him feel that way. If you can make a man feel versus telling him, that's when he's gonna open up. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta feel safe. Let me tell you, when you really love someone, when you truly, truly love someone, you feel safe. That's when you know. Listen, love is a sacrifice, man. If you're gonna open up to somebody, especially for men, it gotta come to a whole high standard level of trying to open up from a man to open up. When you crack a man's shell, you winning. Okay, look, you winning when a man decided to open up. It may take a couple layers. May take some layers to get that bad boy open. But love is a sacrifice. Love is a sacrifice, man. Like, you give your all, you want to get that to that person, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you really know. When you really know somebody, you feel safe. And you know what I mean? So safe words, like a man, first of all, a man just want to feel. He really want to feel it, because we're predators, we're not nurturers, right? We want to feel that you love us, not just telling us. So I just think that when you find that thing, and I think questions, right? So here's the thing. Our problem is our action behind the questions. Okay? I just think that we need to show more action behind the question, because if a woman want to tell you how you feel, we should open up. That's just anything. Like, we need to open up more, because a woman can only do better because we leaders, right? Remember, they said they're gonna walk with you if you can trust they can lead you. A woman's designed to be a helpmate, help the man become a better leader. How can a woman help a man if you're not leading, right? So you got to be able to get a woman access, which is trust, right? You got to get a woman access to be able to trust you. Like, you got to, and it takes time to build up, man. But some of the things that, you know, they use is number one, I feel like encourage words is me biblical speaking. I go straight to the scripture. So for me, like, open up, man, you just somebody to pray with and just care things differently and get them involved, man. Like, it'd be the simplest things. I talk about this all the time. You know how it feels when a woman comes and say, babe, I'm going out with my friends, right? And which one should I wear? This one or this one? Baby, you look good either one. But which one? Like, you getting a man involved, that man feels like he's part of something. You know what I mean? I just think opening up that way, man, is encouraging, very encouraging, man. That man got to feel that way. So I'm gonna move to the next question. How can women respond to a man emotionally? Expression in a supportive, in a validating way. So I'm gonna repeat it again. So how can women respond to a man emotionally? With expression. Anybody?
How can a woman respond to a man emotionally?
Yeah.
that got me like stuck a little bit. Like,
Okay. See the question? Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. So, here's a good one. We'll skip that one. Let's go to the next one. It
that had
says,
me like,
what are some of the signs that a man may be struggling with his mental health, but is not talking about it? So what are some of the signs that a man may be struggling with?
He's operating the way of normally not operating. So if you're used to seeing him being, I don't want to say loud and obnoxious, or if he's like a type A personality, putting himself out there, he's always like the life of the crowd. He's always going out, and then you notice him being quiet. You notice him being secluded, right? You notice him giving himself alone time, sitting there reading a book or something. Something's wrong. Something's changed, and vice versa. If you notice a guy that's normally quiet and he's out there and he's yelling, he's drinking beers, he's out with a buzz, he's playing ball, whatever he's doing, right? If he's acting out of the normal, that's a big sign for me. But sometimes and I'm telling you now this, and this has happened in my life. Sometimes that ain't even a sign. Sometimes you can't even see the signs. It's that incoherent, that disconnect, that miniature. So anything that you see, right, could be a sign. Just keep an eye out.
like basically like body language and how a person talk, because you could really, all you got to really like do is really like talk to a person. I'm talking about have like a little, not even just one-on-one conversation. It still could be people in there and everything to see how they like moving, like how they like body, like what he said, like body movement and stuff, like how they act, and if they usually like turned up, they turn down, or they turn down just a little bit.
I think one of the things that we maybe struggle with is our pride. Our pride is huge, man. Like we're afraid to open up because we've been judged. That's one of the signs, like, you know what I mean? Like that our pride stops a lot. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Stallion? Our pride stops a lot, man. I just think that, some of the signs for me, man. And listen, you should already know something wrong when you're around a person long enough. You know when your child gets sick, you know something ain't right, something off about your best friend, or something ain't right? So like, I agree, some of the signs that, and then here's the most important part. Don't take it lightly. You know what I mean? And don't take it lightly. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be like, dealing with mental health, man, you be like, everything gonna be all right. That's me telling my people, look, everything is gonna be all right, man. You'll get through it. No, it's a little deeper than that. It goes a little deeper than that. You know what I mean? It's not just, it's okay, we get through it. No, it goes a little deeper than that, man. You just can't tell me it's all right and I'm not all right, or it's gonna be all right, and then we sleeping under the rug. No, we got to get to the depths of it, right? So you'll know the signs of a person, man. So when it comes to that type of stuff, you got to know your best friend. It just takes the effort of putting it in, but understanding, right? Here's another thing, like, don't agree with something that you're not comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with it, don't agree with it. Don't say yes because of them. Like, no, if you see any type of thing that's throwing you off, get that person some help, man. Like, get that person some help. You know what I'm saying? Here's the next question. How can we help a man who is resistant seeking professional help? That is a good question. How can you help a man that's resisting professional help? That is a very good question.
You want this one, Damon? Go ahead.
No, I'm still trying to calculate.
It says, how can you help a person that does not want to seek professional help? Like, that goes follow from the last question. You know something wrong. How can you know what I'm saying? The question's in there. How can you help a man who is resistant, that want to seek professional help? They stagnant. They resistant. What they saying? No, I'm good. How can you do that? How can you break that more as a man?
Basically, like keep on nagging him. I ain't gonna say nag him about it, but keep on being on him about it. Just keep on going back and forth, back and forth. Like just, I ain't saying like do it like at one time, but like just keep on reminding till they really be like, till they get it up in their head. Some people take longer than other people, but like they end up getting it in their head though.
They do.
You go around them. And when I say go around them, everyone, every male, every female has a breaking point. And when I say that breaking point, there's something that makes you tick, right? Whether it be your job, if you're a single man and you got a job and making money is what your thing, it's your job that gets you, right? So I'm going to go talk to a coworker. I'm going to go talk to your boss. If it's your family, I'm going to talk to your wife. Or if you don't have a wife, I'm going to at some point talk to a family member, kids, someone that's going to do with your family. Maybe someone that goes to church, someone that's going to help you out, that sees you at other points in your life, right? I got to go around. If I have to go around that person and talk to someone else that's more connected to them in order to get them the help they need, that's what I'm going to do.
That's a good question, man. I've been there. I mean, me being a motivational speaker, man, in a life coach, I get approached all the time. Number one, like I just think that things that go. I think it's easy to talk to someone that's unbiased. You know what I mean? Like talking to my best friend, it will make me don't want to do it. But if you're talking to somebody that don't know, it might probably open up a lot more. You know what I mean? You got a psychiatrist and a psychologist, right? So you got those people. But like, I just think that number one, you got to drive them now. Don't tell them where you're going. You know what I mean? Like, and just get them in front of somebody that they don't know. I think it's easy to open up that way because that's just like my kids, right? If I tell my kids about something what they did, they won't answer it. But if they put in to talk to somebody they don't know, they're quick to open up. They're quick to open up, man. They're quick to open up. So that's a very good question, though. I'm gonna go to Nine Brook. It says, how can we educate men about the importance of mental health and self-care? That is a good one. That is a good one. I'm gonna repeat it one more time, y'all. How can we educate men about the importances of mental health and self-care? That is a good one.
Yes. Like you could try to like talk to them, but self-care, I didn't like really like got at partners about the self-care and like they get mad, we end up starting. You feel me? Because it's like when somebody said the self-care, when you get that self-care, everything else cool, but till you get that self-care, they start thinking that I mean like take a shower and keep yourself up and little shit like that. Like, cause I done got into it with friends for that before. Like, cause say for instance, they'll come over to my house, feet don't smell good. Self-care, bro. I wouldn't even get at him like a person would like really get at him like, oh, whoop. There's other partners here too. Like, feel me? I'm getting at him, but I'm getting at him to the side. I pull him to the side like,
Yes, you should.
To make them now know what we talking about, because you done just got all loud when you ain't even gotta like do that. You could just go fix the problem, self-care. You feel me? But like you don't be wanting to do that. It's for real though.
What you think?
Set a goal. And when I say set a goal, make it miniature. So each and every day when I was in the military, my first goal of the day was get up and make sure you make your bed. If the one thing that you did for that day, the one thing that you accomplished was just making your bed before you leave to go to work, before you go and interact with anyone, you completed a self-care goal. Because there's nothing better for you when you go to sleep at night than you go to sleep in a made bed, right? I'm not saying whether it's by yourself or with a loved one, but 100% do that, right? Then from there, you make another goal each and every day and try to accomplish those goals. And if you don't make those goals, it's not a bad thing. Just realize that when you didn't make that goal, what you got to do in order to do it next time. That's what you got to do, right? There's
Amen.
nothing wrong.
Amen.
There's nothing wrong with not making your goal. It's wrong when you're not realizing how to make the goal in the future.
Amen. I appreciate you. For me, man, appreciate you, Jim. My question to you, man, is like for me, when it comes to like that part, educating men for the importance of mental health and self-care, mental health is huge. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jim? Love you, man. So mental health is huge, y'all. Like, cause we don't open up, right? We really don't open up like that, man. So, like for me, self-care, treat yourself, man. You deserve yourself something. Like, take yourself to get a spa, or take yourself somewhere like you enjoy yourself to make yourself feel good. You deserve that about yourself, right? Because men, our job, we here to provide. You know what I mean? Protect. So self-care, what I mean by self-care is like take time out for yourself instead of others. It doesn't make you a bad person to be selfish for one day. You know what I mean? So when you just take care of yourself, man, and enjoy your moment that you earn, and think about all the work and hard work you put in and the days and nights, man. So when it comes to self-care, like men don't really self-care ourselves like that all the time. Our job, we normally naturally take care of our woman or take care of friends, and you pour into others and this right here, but we don't do it for ourselves, right? So sometimes it's good to take that one day for yourself and say, you know what? I'm gonna treat me. I'm gonna do me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And then when it comes to mental health, man, I just think that it's good to talk to somebody, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, very good, even if it's not like on what you're going through type of stuff, but being isolated is not healthy. Being isolated is not healthy. So, Kim, I can't let you in, sweetheart. It's a show going on right now. But it says, so the next question says, what do you think that the most important thing that needs to be done to improve men's mental health? Be around more men. Man, women empowerment is amazing, boy. Huh. Yeah, I mean, be around more likely-minded men. Men that want something, men that's not gonna tear you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be around that. Why, you know, if you can sit in an AA meeting, you can see they should have like I don't know, they might have a men mental health anonymous program or something that men can just sit and just talk about their feelings, and because these other people that's going through it, right? Like, they really going through it, they need somebody to talk to. So here's a prime example. The other day, somebody came in my stream about this guy. Man, you can just tell this man was going through something. You know what I'm saying? They just came in. Welcome back, King. So this man came in the stream. Went over to his stream. This man talking about killing people, skinning people's skin off his bone. Like, he was like, oh my God, I just wanna skin his face. Like, that man mentally ill, right? But he's by himself. So I just think that being around other men just to talk about it, just a general conversation, it really helps, man. It really, really helps. So that is my thing, how to improve mental health when it comes to men. Open up, just be able to open up with each other, man. I just think women empowerment, they do a really good job, man. You know what I mean? We just lacking in that area. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that, man? It said, what are the most important things that we need to do to improve our mental health?
Basically, like, yeah, like rocking, like have a group like that's on the same as you, though. Like, you feel me? Like a group of people that's like went through similar to what you went through. I'm not saying the same exact thing, but like similar to what you went through. So y'all can all talk about it. Y'all all can be like, yeah, make it more humble. You can be more good.
Welcome to Meet Me. Welcome to Meet Me, because you got that opportunity. That is your stream. Those are the people that you make bouncers in your stream that have the like-mindedness of things that are going on in your life, right? Whether they be men or female, right? right? Those are the people that are going to think like you and do and act like you, right? In my case, I may not be around all those people, right? If I'm at a job where people aren't like-minded like me, even though they want to go out and have a beer, or they may want to go out and like hang out, go to a game or something I want to do, I'm not going to go with them because they have different views, different policies, and different views on life that I don't necessarily agree with. So you can do that on this app, and you have the power to do it on this app, and no one can stop you from having that power here.
Get in there, man. Get in there. So listen, y'all, welcome to Men Take a Seat with Big Country, myself, and then we got two amazing guests in here. We got Demon Time, and we have Art Man. Please feel free to hit them with a favorite. Now here, this is the time, y'all. Right now, whoever my top gifter is will name the next week's show. Give us a topic for the next week's show. I can't count Jim B. Okay, we're not gonna count Jim B. So right now, Brookie, here, man, I would love to hear other people's topics. So feel free, man, and then we'll definitely put you on the flyer, promote you throughout the week. You know what I mean? So a second thing, y'all. Right now it's almost 8 o'clock. Feel free to ask these gentlemen questions. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to ask these gentlemen questions. Along the way. So got a few minutes here. She said, what advice would you give a man who is struggling with their mental health? We said that one already.
Get help. And when I say get help, look for your family. Like I have 3 amazing daughters, and I have an ex-wife. She's still a good friend. We co-parent great together. But go to your family. If you don't have family, go to someone close.
I'll just tell them stuff. I'll just tell them stuff I'm going through, like real stuff that I done went through in life, to make them like open up and tell me like what's going on. Next thing you know, we locked in. For real.
So you think so? There was a question. She said,
do you think the New Day feminist movement has demasculated men, which impacts ability to open up about mental health?
I just tell seek help, man. Talk to someone. Talk to somebody. Seek help. You're not alone. Let them know they're not alone. I just feel like, no one fights alone, man. They got to feel like they're not fighting alone. You know what I mean? I lost a couple people on this app behind this, so they shouldn't be alone. You know what I mean?
Bricky, yes. I've had those issues before. I've gone and I've gotten my mental health checked. I've also been the last guy to talk to a guy before stuff happened. I'm not going to go into that right now. That's for next month. But I'll tell you.
I had this coworker. She jumped off the bridge on Monday. And she was like working with me. You don't know, like she never talked. She talked to people, but it'd be going on about it. Like she don't never have a full conversation. You don't know what she's going through. Now she done jumped off the bridge, right? Now she gone. Nobody still never knew what she go through. Her parents, nobody knew what she going through. She was just going through something, but she didn't open up to no therapist, no nothing. So at the end of the day, nobody really knows what she was like going through. She could have been going through anything. Like she could have been going through anything. Nobody never know now though. Like, she gone now. So it's like
that's crazy. That's crazy. Tomorrow's not promised, man. So listen, y'all. Right now, if y'all have any questions y'all want to ask these two gentlemen, please feel free. Whoever my top gift is, y'all, will give the next week topic. I'm pretty sure the topic will be amazing.
All I can say really and truthfully is treat the unknown as you want to be treated. I know there's friends and people and places on here that that you've seen, that you talk to, and you can hang out with and say what you want to. But when that new person comes into your life, treat them how you would want to be treated if you were meeting someone new as well.
So that's the question Gopher said. Read the question, what she said, y'all. If you were to receive one item in the midst of receive one item in the midst of a mental breakdown, what would help you the most? One item. I'm gonna tell you what mine is. Mine's the Bible. Mine's straight out the gate. Look, mine's the Bible, baby, right out that gate, boy. When I'm going through it, I'm opening up Song of Psalms. I'm in freaking Proverbs. You know what I mean? Talk your talk now.
I would have said like 100%. I would have said an electric dragon. You know, I mean, the dragons on the app, they cure any problems, you know? No. But seriously, my daughters make homemade things for me. They make drawings and stuff like that. So whenever I get something from their heart from them, it 100% takes me to a spot that I love being at. And my three daughters, I got two of them right now in college, and the other one that's going to be in high school next year. So it means the world to me.
You know, I used to think that a child is worth what it is. A child, even if you don't get along with your parent, your mother, or vice versa, you think your child is give you the strength to push forward. Because in the book it says, I can do all things through Christ who give us strength. And I ask for strength. And you think your child will give you enough strength for you to stop doing the things you're doing. Like, I seen people suicide. They left kids behind. Even on the app, suicidal. They left the kids and shot the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think your child will be sad, man. You think your child will be that reasoning to get up, you know, your womb, you know what I mean? But 9 days, these people don't care no more, man. They don't care if they leave their kids behind. We got some work to do. You know what I mean? We really do, man. It really hurts. You know what I mean? No, I mean, you guys know, you know, it's just how it is, man. This is crazy. Yeah. So, anybody want to get in the box set of questions? Anybody just ask these gentlemen questions. Any questions you guys want? I recommend to jump in the box and ask the question really quick, because the reason why, you get your faves up. I'm just saying, you know, just jump in 30 seconds. They can click on that bad boy a few seconds. Just ask them a question. You know what I mean? But other than that, y'all, I don't have no more questions, y'all. I mean, we ran out of questions. I do want to say thank you guys for showing up, Demon Time and Art. I appreciate you, man, because, you know, we can't do a show without that, man. So he said, where the needs, amenities in the hometown. I said, one more, yeah, that's crazy. I appreciate you. Thank you.
But I just want to say, like, if there's anyone in the background as well, and like you, Demon Time, you said you don't like really open up. Anyone else, like, this is a safe stream. Country does talk about men empowerment a lot, and he's a big advocate for that. That's why he made this show. So like, if you do have a problem, open up, and you're never going to be judged. I think that's a big thing. You need to create a no judgment zone. You might be thinking, oh man, that's crazy, like whatever they're saying, but they feel so comfortable and they're finally opening up that you can't judge them. Like, judging someone, like, imagine if you were going through something and you just found someone and they just judged you for it. Like, I think that's a lot. Like, women, I know of a lot of women that don't like men crying. They don't like that, because they do bring them down, and it's man up and all that sort of stuff. So as women, as a woman myself, we need to do better and encourage men and make them feel safe, because we expect men to read our minds a lot, or we expect a man to reach out to us, and it is nice, because women get sick of having to say how we feel. Like, it would be nice to be like, how are you going? Like, how are you feeling? That sort of stuff. Because we are the nurturers, but we would like men to do that too. But like, open up. It's okay. Like, open up. But we as women need to not judge and be very patient, because men are very logical. Remember, they've already thought about it.
So men are trained.
Men are trained to not be vulnerable. That is a society doing that. Yeah, it is society.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then
You want something
and
about
then-
mental health? Sorry, go ahead, bro.
no, I was just gonna say, and then like when they do open up, they call gay, or if they're like crying, they call gay. Like that's just a bad stigma to do. Like just because you're vulnerable and crying or like expressing yourself, like it's not okay. Like that's bullying, and that's what leads to them. Oh, that person just thought that person knocked me up. I'm gonna go commit suicide.
So I got two things. So, for me as a man that may have had mental health problems or something, right? If you're a female and you're trying to help me out, when I ask you a question, give me a direct answer. Don't give me a statement like, well, you know, it could be this or that. Like, be direct with me. If I want to be able to help you out, I need you to be direct with me and tell me what you need. The other thing is I want them to create a restaurant named I Don't Know. That way, when we go to that place, when I ask, hey, where do you want to go? And you say, I don't know, we can go there, because I don't want to sit there and fight with you for 30 minutes about going to a spot to eat.
That's a good deal. I agree. Man.
Wow.
Listen, y'all, I do want to say this though, man. When it comes to this, man, listen, we need to do better as well, y'all. We're not all like that. You know what I mean? And then, you know, we just want to give a safe place to create something that that you feel safe, man. Thank you, sir. We got 7 minutes left, y'all. So I just want to say thank you guys, man. Mental health is huge. We all go through something. But holding it in, I think it makes it worse. I just think it makes it worse, man. And I just think we should be able to find an avenue, somebody we can talk about. Let me tell you something, y'all. I've been on this app for three years, right? What I obtain in here, I hold so much valuable stuff, man. People that felt safe to talk to me about. And not once I leaked it. You know what I'm saying? During the midst, even people turn their back on me, talked about me and everything. I don't publicize what they talk about. I don't say what they say bad about me. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Because I stand on my integrity. This generation now say they good people, they solid, they loyal. Next thing you know, they snitching. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they just running their mouth. You know what I mean? So like, you got to create a safe, and that's why it's so hard for men to open up, and women, you know, just as bad, man. But it's hard for men to open up because, man, it's things that you tell people in confidentiality behind closed doors, and then you realize too many people know your business that you didn't tell. You get what I mean? So it's hard to open up and trust, man. It's very hard, right? I stand on that, and I get it, guys. I get it. But you got to be able to give a person a chance. Not saying you don't keep your guards up. You should. You stand on it. That's what we're known for. But everybody's not like that. Everybody's not like that. But listen, first of all, you're going to be going through disappointment. You're gonna get tested, and you're going to get tested, man. You're going to get tested. Now, what you do with that from that point on, it's out of your friendship part ways, or your person hold you solid. You know what I mean? So I just want to clarify that, man. Everybody not the same. Some people you can go to an event, you know what I mean, and be able to open up, man, and be able to feel good about yourself, man. Because once you open up, man, you feel so much better.
That's a good question, Queen. I see that.
What's the question?
What would you say to someone that was conditioned not to open up, like physically beaten until they learned not to even cry? It's a good question.
No, that's tough, and that goes to what we were saying earlier. Like, men feel like a lot of men feel like they don't want to open up, but you can't expect a woman to be a good woman if you don't open up either.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? You can't get mad. Like, how can you expect a woman to be the right woman for you if you can't even open up? You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to just, man, you know what I'm saying? If that woman's for you, man, you'll know. Ain't like you can keep your guards up, but you can't complain about it. You can't complain about it. You know what I mean? Like, if you condition, like, I remember my dad say, boy, you better not come in my house crying. You go back out there, and you better, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's me fighting, right? I was told, man, you better stop being a punk. Stop
And
being
how
a
did
wussy.
that
I
how
ain't
did that
raised no
make you
wussy.
feel? Like how as a man, I'm sure like I don't know if that's happened to the other men in the box, but like how did that make you feel at that time? Like when that happened, like
How would you feel right now?
how did that make you feel when you always got told that?
Oh, man, I felt good at the time.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a man. You know what I mean? Like, my dad told me, you better, I ain't no punk. You know what I mean? He ain't raised no punks in this house. My dad used to say that. I ain't raised no punks in this household. And then, you know, we become violent, and, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to come home. You don't want to disappoint your dad. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely don't want to disappoint him until you become a man. And then you get kids. Then it's different. Like, you got to understand, generation curse is made to be broken, y'all. I cannot teach my kids how I was raised. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm. That's a
You
fact.
can't. You can't do it. Because the generations today, shoot, my kid teaching me math. These math problems, they got
I'm a
to go.
course looks.
Man, I'm like, how you do that? You know what I mean? So,
You don't think that can happen though? In the
what?
country, you don't think that can happen? Like you can raise your kids like you got raised. You don't think it can happen?
can't.
Though?
Can't.
Let me tell you why. So the way our generation, way we was raised, we can teach our kids the foundation, how we was raised. But you cannot raise this in this society. You can't. Rules change, things change, generations change. Now your morals is different, but everything now is different, man. You can't teach them the same way. You want them to teach them better. You got flaws the way we was talking. When we get a chance, we look at our kid like, man, my dad used to do this to me, so I can't do my kids like that. You know what I mean? Like, you ground step these kids, man, and teach them how to old fashioned, man. Like, my family a bunch of drunks anyway, but
Can I get on this one? So think about this, right? So I'm older than I look. I'm in my mid 40s, right? So think about like in the 70s and the 80s, right? You would go home and it would be family. Family raised you, right? In the 80s and the 90s and stuff, we would go to school. School would raise you. When I say school would raise you, it'd be teachers, or it'd be guidance counselors, it'd be those people, and they still have them today, right? Up in the 2000s, right? Now, because of our situation financially wise, right? Both your mom and your pops have to work. So you're coming home from school and like you're there by yourself. So you're kind of raising yourself. And some of this is like back in the days too, don't get me wrong, right? But now more stereotypical. Now it's in the 2010s to 2020, stuff like that. You're raising yourself in your teenage years, but you're looking up, instead of looking up at your mom and your pops and them teaching you your morals, they're looking up at superstars. You're looking at athletic stars, at singers, at people that are famous, right? This is what I want to do with my life. They lost a lot of the family morals that are there back in the past. So that's my opinion in per se, right? I didn't let that go with my girls. Like, my girls still listen to me 100%. Have I been there the entire time? No, I couldn't, because I was out defending the country, right? But now that I'm home, my girls still listen to me. And I wish that like more people would listen to the parents and on how it is. But in today's society, you can't do that. I wish it was, but you can't.
nah, it's hard, man. It's very hard. Space society is, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I
And then
think
you gotta treat them different, kid. Cause look, even back then, we listen. Now, man, these people firing up at their own parents.
Mm-hmm.
They firing up at their own parents now, man. Like, did you hear about that girl? Shot her mom, then used the phone to text the dad, and tell the dad got home and shot him, but shot him in the shoulder.
that was in
It's
Mississippi too. Mississippi.
I didn't hear about that.
13 years old. No,
she-
15.
15.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Man, and then you got these kids talking their parents in a kind of way. What? Man. Well, you don't know what they doing out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I talk to my dad today, the way the kids talk to their parents today, my dad would have buried my ass when I was like 5 years old.
Listen, y'all.